just being with him everywhere, seeing nice things all the time since I was born. So I always knew that he was doing something. I mean, I don't know, it could have been anything. So I had a fun childhood, crazy childhood.
Right, they don't even understand that you know, the way we grew up, you're supposed to spend no more than 10 or 20% of what you make. You know what I'm saying? So you can have something.
What's the best memory of 50 Cent?
Best memory of 50 Cent? Ever since I met 50 Cent, he's always been stand up and probably the most truthful person I've ever met.
He was able to do it because, you know, like financially, I was supporting the idea, and I believe he could do it. He had moved to California and was working with acting coaches, and his dad didn't know that he was actually doing that.
Big Meech just snapped on 50 Cent, and it's getting real ugly. He's now accusing 50 of turning his own son, Lil Meech, against him. Things started going downhill fast after Big Meech got out of prison and linked up with none other than Rick Ross, a move that sent shockwaves, especially since 50 and Ross got beef. And now, Lil Meech is stuck in the middle of the chaos. At first, Lil Meech tried to keep it cool, swearing he was still loyal to 50, but that didn't last long. Now both father and son are switching sides and backing Rick Ross hard. Word is, Big Meech is pissed because 50 went public and took shots at his parenting.
Lil Meech got Richard Millie's Chrome Hard jeans, 10,000. I buy some Chrome Hards for 10,000? I might wear them shits for a month, bro.
Saying Meech was a bad influence who encouraged his son to blow money fast and stay hooked on wild habits. That hit deep. Now the Flannery father-son duo want payback. Rumor has it they're teaming up with Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather to create their own BMF series, a direct slap to 50's version. But fans ain't buying it. People online are clowning the move, saying Meech and his son are about to get finessed by Ross and Floyd. One person even said they about to get scammed out of every last dollar they got left. So, what's Big Meech's real plan to get back at 50? And what exactly did 50 say that triggered this whole mess? Let's get into it. Big Meech is done playing nice, and he's not letting 50 Cent drag his name through the dirt without clapping back. After 50 came for Meech's parenting and accused him of being a toxic influence on Lil Meech, the BMF kingpin decided it was time for payback.
You know what I'm saying? From the hood to Hollywood that you gotta have, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you getting it. You know what I'm saying? See, people never seen how I really put it down, because unless you were part of that, I'm not gonna let you see that. The only thing you're gonna see is us enjoying ourselves. That's what you're supposed to see.
Once 50 cut off Lil Meech and started throwing shade that the BMF series might be getting canceled, Lil Meech jumped into damage control mode. He went straight to 50 behind the scenes, hoping to fix things. He tried to explain that the viral pic of Big Meech with Rick Ross was just business. In a private message to 50, Lil Meech even said, "F Ross, but he gave my dad some bread so he can pay bills until our next season starts. This internet-ish is throwing me off, man. You know me in real life." But 50 wasn't having it. He clapped back cold, basically telling Lil Meech his time was up. 50 fired back.
About, man, Meech, bro, I don't know. Lil Meech, I ain't like his response. It seemed like he got a genuine kind of love for 50 on his response. But, you know, my response, bro, nigga, fuck you, nigga. Nigga, that's my daddy. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. Nigga, let's go to war. Nigga, fuck you. And everything you, nigga, fuck you. I don't know what Meech was on some. Nigga, that's my paw, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Right, wrong, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Is it my son, nigga? You, nigga, my nigga ain't gonna go against this grain. Fuck that. I was like, damn, you know, like, seemed like him and 50 got a, you know, cause after that thing came out how Meech was talking all, you know, like, no, nigga, fuck all y'all. I'm with my dad, nigga, you know, I ain't like his response.
However, what next season, little ninja? Then he doubled down with a savage post, clowning Lil Meech for fumbling the bag. He joked that since BMF was off the table, Lil Meech's next role would be on Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta. 50 wrote, "I'll give Mona Scott a call for him later today." But 50 didn't stop there. He came back around to Big Meech and Rick Ross and threw more shade at their parenting. He pulled out old receipts, including a clip of Lil Meech kicking it with Ross's daughter, Toy Roberts, back when they were together, using it to dig even deeper. Then 50 hit Meech and Ross where it hurt, saying Ross did nothing for the Flannery family while Big Meech was locked up. He wrote, "Why old boy ain't look out for Meech and send him to acting school? Big screech. All your people was out here and did nothing for him."
Well, Big Meech and Lil Meech looks like they are officially partners with Floyd Mayweather. Now, they're being very tight-lipped about the venture, but my guess is it is going to be big. Floyd Mayweather is a very, very competitive person, and he will pull out all the stops in his attempt to beat 50 Cent.
You come home thinking you the Black Pablo Escobar and messed him up. And just like that, 50 reminded everybody. He's the one who held it down for the Flannerys when Meech was behind bars. According to 50 Cent, Lil Meech straight up blew through all the money he made from the BMF series. And we're talking millions. 50 said, "I helped your family make over $5 million in legit money. It's not my fault, it's all gone now."
Yeah, so look, I do want to do a BMF film because you've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film. Which director? Shout out to my homie F. Gary Gray, Antoine Foucault, what's up? Tarantino. It's a lot of legends. This is gonna be big, I can feel it. I'm just talking.
Some fans were quick to call 50 out for cutting off Lil Meech just because Big Meech linked up with Rick Ross. But others said 50 had every right to feel betrayed. After all, he put the Flannery name back on the map. And now they're siding with his rival. Even a few big names in the industry stepped in. And Boozy definitely had something to say. He wasn't feeling how Lil Meech handled 50 shots at Big Meech. Boozy called the text from Lil Meech way too soft, especially after 50 came for his pops like that. According to Boozy, "If that was my dad, I would have snapped." He made it loud and clear. There's no way he'd let someone disrespect his father and respond with respect.
Elliot charged me $200,000 just for this Cuban. This Cuban is like 1,100 grams. It's chunky, real big. I really can't have this on for longer than 3 or 4 hours. My neck started hurting. You know, you might find a regular Cuban for 50 or for 100 maybe, but you know, it's 200 just for a kilo.
What's the pendant cost?
3 just for the pendant. Right here, this is Antarctica. It's the big boy. This is Christine called it Antarctica. It's the chandelier. I might have seen DJ Khaled with this on. It's that big boy, you know.
How much is it worth?
$2 million.
This drama just keeps stacking up. But 50 Cent wasn't backing down, and he fired right back at Boozy. He claimed he's done way more for Lil Meech than Big Meech ever did. 50 posted a clip from Boozy's interview and added a brutal caption. "I did more for Meech than anyone in his life." Boozy, that's why he responded like that. "If he gets locked up, I'm the first one he calls. I bailed him out every single time." And that's not even the half of it. 50 also revealed that he once paid to send Lil Meech to rehab after finding out the kid was hooked on whippets, aka laughing gas. In another IG post, 50 explained why things really fell apart between him, Big Meech, and Lil Meech, and he claimed it all came down to jealousy.
I was still trying to find myself. My dad was calling me from jail every day. He was like, "Man, what you gonna do?" I'm like, "Shit, I don't know." I always knew I wanted to be my own person. It's just hard, you know, to live up to my dad's name. And he called me one day, he's like, "Man, they looking at Terrence Howard and Nipsey Hussle, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to play me, but you gotta go to acting class so you can get ready." So I met 50. 50 put me in acting classes for 2 years in LA. Invested in me, paid for the acting classes. I had to go every day, 2 times a day, 5 days a week. In the morning, in the afternoon, come back home, study again, do the same thing the next day.
Wow, a ball player.
Yeah, but I put in the work though, and it showed me that 50 couldn't get me the job. I had to get myself the job. My dad couldn't get me the job. They would have hired somebody else that already had acting experience. I had no experience, so I was coming from the...
"I think Big Meech got uncomfortable with how close me and Meech got while he was locked up," 50 wrote. "I'm telling Meech what not to do, and his dad's telling him he used to do it all. Like it's cool. I tell him stop blowing money, his dad flexing about how much he burned." Then 50 dropped a bomb. He said he had to send Lil Meech to rehab after things got out of hand on set. Russell Hornsby saw it. He was high as hell during a weapons test, started throwing up, Ian told me he had whippets in his truck. I'm like, what the F is a whippet? I check. It's that stuff from baby guns. But instead of falling back and owning up, Big Meech and Lil Meech are doubling down and making some bold, risky moves just to spite 50. Now, Big Meech and Lil Meech are pledging full loyalty to Rick Ross. Yep, the same Ross that Lil Meech trashed just weeks ago in that message to 50. But that's not even the craziest part. The Flannery duo is now teaming up with Floyd Mayweather too, one of 50 Cent's oldest and pettiest enemies. Lil Meech was recently spotted in Miami posted up with Ross and Floyd, and he made sure 50 saw it. He even dropped pics with both of them, captioned, "With real power," a straight-up jab at 50's Power series. Then just days later, Lil Meech hit IG again with another sneaky post, this time linking up with Floyd and Big Meech. No words, just a zipper mouth emoji, like they're quietly plotting something massive. Now the streets are talking, and word is Big Meech and Lil Meech are about to lock in some type of business deal with Floyd. Is this a legit power move, or are they setting themselves up for a major L? Right now, nobody really knows what Big Meech and his son are cooking up with Floyd and Rick Ross, but everyone's talking. There's serious buzz going around that they might be working on a whole new project, possibly a show or movie about the Black Mafia family, and it wouldn't be tied to 50's BMF series on Stars at all. And get this, just a few weeks ago, Rick Ross himself dropped a bomb, saying he's ready to produce his own BMF film. Whatever's coming, it's looking like a straight-up power play. Lil Meech reportedly blew through $5 million and didn't invest a single cent. The money went straight into cars, clothes, and jewelry, with nothing put aside to build a future. According to Tony Yayo, Meech was out here acting entitled, even telling rappers like Lil Baby they should cough up cash to help out Big Meech. And get this, Yayo also spilled that Lil Meech was asking folks for money while dropping $100,000 on jeans. It's wild because Lil Meech himself admitted that before he linked up with 50, he was completely lost. No plan, no path, just vibes. But 50 saw potential. He took a risk, mentored him, and personally paid for 2 years of acting classes. Let's not forget, 50 could have easily cast a trained actor and saved money. But instead, he bet big on Lil Meech. You'd think Meech would have been extra careful not to fumble a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity like that. But nah, it's like he thought the money would never stop, and someone would just keep writing him checks forever. At first, when the drama popped off between 50 and Big Meech, fans felt bad for Lil Meech. A lot of people were blasting 50, saying it wasn't fair to punish the son for the father's mistakes. But now, the tables are turning. After Lil Meech started showing out with Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather, posting up like everything was sweet, fans started looking at him real funny, especially since just weeks before, he was publicly dissing Ross and riding hard for 50. Now, with rumors flying about Big Meech and Lil Meech linking up with Ross and Floyd to make a rival BMF movie, people are straight up calling it disrespectful. This ain't just messy, it's looking like betrayal. Now here's where things get messy. Legally, a lot of folks are saying this whole plan might crash before it even takes off, because Big Meech already sold his life rights to Tammy Cowens. Yep, Tammy is the same woman who teamed up with 50 to bring the BMF series to life on Stars. That means Meech doesn't even own the rights to his own story anymore. Tammy does. So, if Big Meech and Lil Meech are really trying to cook up their own version with Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather, the big question is, how? Would they have to buy the rights back? Are they trying to twist the story and go in a totally different direction? Or is this all just a petty power play to take shots at 50 after everything that went down? So, let's hear it. Was 50 Cent right about Big Meech being a bad influence on his son? And do you think teaming up with Ross and Floyd is a power move or a guaranteed flop? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next wild twist in this story.